So the application is very simple, or the application process is very simple. All you need to do, first of all, is to register on the website. So the first step is registration on the website. And after registration, unfortunately, I've already registered on the website, so I can't show you the registration process. The registration process is just your email, and then after giving in your email and submitting your information, you're going to get an email whereby you're supposed to confirm your registration. And after confirming your registration and it is approved, then you'll be able to log in and access the application form. So once you've registered, you only go to forum. Like you can see the upper menu, there's forum. Then you go to the Young Entrepreneurship Challenge Fund. Then on this page, you'll be able to learn more about the call, the Young Entrepreneurship Challenge Fund, its genesis and the like. And then at the sidebar, you'll see the call for Kenya. So you'll just click on this call is now open, and you click for details. Then here you learn more about the KCOA project under the GIZ. The eligibility criteria are well outlined there. So it's one person or a team of up to 3 people can submit the proposal. The ages are 18 to 30. You must be a resident of Kenya. Again, you are guided about the application submission. So you're told that you need to register and log in to Access Agriculture website before you can submit your application form. Then you're told the deadline of the application, which is 26th of this month. Then you're given the guidelines for the registration, and then the few steps to follow when you're doing your submission. First of all is to register, then the verification of accounts. Then if you have an already existing account, you don't need to register again, you'll just use that account. Then you read the application guidelines well, you fill your application form, you review it, then you submit the form. Then you'll get a notification email or a confirmation email. So the guidelines are well stipulated there. And if you would be having any other kind of question in regard to the guidelines, you can click the frequently asked questions there, and you'll be able to get much more guidance. But apparently now, because we are here, we'll be able to answer most of your questions which are not clear. Then after doing that, the questions which are on the form are highlighted here. So that maybe you can do your own background filling in or checking in of information just before you do the submission, such that it will be an easy task for cutting and copy pasting on the application, online application documents. Then once that is done, we are going to have a selection after the closing of the call. We are going to have a selection. And here we are only going to have 4 winners, who will be selected in Kenya, and they're the ones who will be declared as winners and given the smart projectors. So we'll go to applying. Since I've already logged on, when I click apply online, I'm taken straight to the application form. So in this form, there are the mandatory fields, of course, that you have to fill. And each page, because maybe of internet connectivity, it is important to save before you proceed to the next page such that if you have a disconnection of your internet, you can be able to pick up the process from where you left. And like when you've not saved, you'll start the whole process again. So you'll go step by step filling in the form. So I can just fill it with my name. You save, then you move to the next page. If you're applying as a group, this is where you're going to fill, but I'm not applying as a group, so I'll say no. No, I save. And I move next.
Sorry, Alice, what if I was applying as a group? What could happen?
Let me just go back. If you're applying as a group, then you'll have to provide the names of your team members. You provide the name of the team member 2 and team member 3. And actually, you're also going to provide details of their date of birth. This is just to check or to confirm that they are youths. But basically, when applying as a team, the main applicant must be a youth. But for the others, not necessarily. But the main applicant must be the youth or the first team member. Let me go back to no. Say next. So now here we begin the actual work. So you have to state now the questions that were on the guidelines. Now you have to answer them here. If you had prepared your answers, you'll just copy paste on these text boxes. So for my purposes, I'll just write not applicable because I'm not applying. So the first question is, what motivated you to apply for the Challenge Fund? What problems in your community do you think you can be able to solve using the SMART projector? And remember, all these questions are mandatory. That's why they have an asterisk. When using the SMART projector, how do you plan to make money in your rural community? Remember, this Challenge Fund call is also empowering the youth to come up with a business model out of the SMART projector. So it's somehow business oriented. That's why we are talking about money. Other than showing the videos, you're supposed to make some money out of the model that if you become a winner, the coach can guide you through how you're going to expand your model and how you're going to get some revenue out of the projector. Then who will be your target audience? How many farmers in your surrounding rural community do you expect to reach per month through video screening? What strategy will you use to reach the number of mentioned farmers? How will you reach youth and women in your community? if you already have a business, how will the projector add value to your current business, of which now, because you're having members of Peru, I think most of you have already, or you already have enterprises that you've set in. So I think this would be a good opportunity to integrate the smart projector in your activities. And how will you share your experiences using the smart projector with Access Agriculture? Because we still need to see the impact that these projectors or the video projections are making to the local community. And then finally, how did you hear about the challenge fund? So you save. Then after saving, you'll be able to preview your application just before you submit to make sure that you've put in the right information. So there you'll be able to view all your answers. If at all you have anything to change, or if you want to edit anything, you'll just use the previous button to go back to the page where you want to make the modification. If not, if your form is well filled, then you're going to hit the submit button. It's taking time. Yeah, so you'll get the notification. Thank you for your entry. We will be in contact with you by 9th of April. So if you want to go back to the form, you can still go back to the form and start another application. But once you hit the submit button, it means that you cannot re-edit the form that you have already completed and submitted for review to the Access Agriculture team. So I don't know whether that process is clear.